Hello, Hanwell. For those of you fellows who don't know me, again, my name is Pat Sept. I am your counselor at large here in Hanwell, New Brunswick. I have been going through codes of conduct. We're on the third code of conduct against me. Remember, there's all kinds. There's 26 all said the first go around. We're going to talk about the second go around from Councillor McKenzie. And of course, since action's being taken right now, there's a motion, or the Governance Committee, chaired by Councillor McKenzie and Councillor Fox, are putting out to the rest of council, it doesn't mean it's going to pass, that they should have the right to fire a councillor. We're going to carry on to some of the most egregious things I've done. And the next one is about the email to principal about the bike racks. We're going to talk about carrying on with the school at Hanwell Academy. Remember, this isn't about Mr. Plord. Unfortunately, he's put in this situation. I can't emphasize that enough. Please do not bring any of this on him. It is literally on us. Just a quick update from my last video. Somebody sent me the video of the accident. I won't share it, and I won't talk about it. But it's haunting me. So you're going to see this tie in a little bit more together as we're coming through. It's a little more personal because it's what I predicted. It's what I felt. It's what I still feel. It's what I still feel in going forward. But what we're talking about here is, remember, issues they have with me, not issues I have with them. And I have some, but I've never brought them public. And I just want to remind you why we're here. On November 4th, there was a motion that was to come forward by Councillor McKenzie and Councillor Deputy Mayor Jonah to stop recording council sessions for immediate effect for the public, for anybody. So there'll be no recordings. Today, you're going to see why I fought for it. Today, this one, why I am insisting, and why that motion, of all the slights I went through, why this is too much. It was the only thing I was able to keep track of. And I want to just remind people what is here. I left you off with that information about the person getting hurt. But I want to recap of what the CAO said during my sentencing, my kangaroo court sentencing, December 6th. She read into a statement a lot of false things, a lot of things I actually feel I have to go to court over, but I want you to listen to this one just so we can remind you the character. I did not discuss sidewalks or crosswalks with the principal, and I take great offense in you stating in emails and on social media that I've lied to council. First, I never said she lied to council. I never. She could read into what she believes to be true, but I have never said that. At the end of this, you're going to listen to the deputy mayor, you're going to listen to the mayor, and you're going to listen to the CAO. All state said facts. Their own words. But her sworn, and just to remind you, it's certified true. Listen to it at the end. Now, why are we in this situation? Why was the principal put in this spot? So I just want to recap of what I read into motion in January 2022. And this is from the Minister Green, that was the transportation manager, literally a civil engineer, an expert in her field. We were told several times, and a matter of fact, I think there's a few emails I've seen out there where the CAO has stated, oh, she probably doesn't know her file. She knows her file. Moreover, this is what she stated. By the way, this was sent to me as the chair of the Transportation Committee. The Transportation Committee had nothing but experts. I made sure to have experts on it. We got disbanded, as one councillor stated, it was inconvenient for the clerk, the CAO. This was sent to me January 4th, 2022. The minister states, the new school will provide bus transportation to students even if they live within the typical 2.4 kilometer radius of the school, and will significantly reduce the number of students crossing the 640. Doesn't say all, that's the vast majority. And the 640, by the way, kids crossing would be like Frogger. She carries on, the minister of the time. This location will not be a candidate for a crosswalk, as there is no sidewalk on either side of the 640. Walking and biking trails from Canberra to Eaglewood would be the responsibility of the community. That's just a fact in every bloody community across New Brunswick. You're going to hear the mayor keep saying that it's not their responsibility, it's not their responsibility. Just saying it doesn't make it so. Just saying you don't have to pay speeding tickets doesn't make it you don't have to pay speeding tickets. It is the law, and at the end of the month, Minister Carr is coming over, transportation minister, and I'm going to ask him who told him, the mayor, that we are not responsible. We've been told for years we are. We are literally responsible for the sidewalks and trails. Just because we wish it wasn't so doesn't make it. So let's go to the codes of conduct specifically and with this principle. And again, this is not about the principal. It's what we were told the principal was saying over and over again. And the things recorded, again, at the end of this, please take your time. It's about 3.5 minutes. You can hear yourself what I was told and why I fought so hard to make sure we were not going to stop recording council sessions. In fact, we should record every bloody session that the public has a right to be part of, and then some. So an email is sent to Pierre Plourde about the bike racks. Apparently, all members of council have a duty to treat the members public well. Social media, September 8th. Now, at the beginning of this or at the end of this, you're going to see a photo a parent sent me. The day school opened, I'm fighting over and over and over to take to try to get a safe place for kids. And on September 8th, I got a photo of a bike rack from a concerned parent. Bike racks with little bikes parked there. Bikes parked at the school in bike racks. You heard the minister just a few minutes ago stating that it is responsibility. They can't consider a crosswalk until we have a safe place for the kids to go on either side. On social media, I say this is what they used against me. This is how malicious I am. Remember, I'm talking about the issues they have with me, not issues I have with them. This is their issues with me, the Council 3 leadership and the CAO. I take great issue with the principal not wanting us to work towards and advocating against a safe means for our children, but preparing for them to cross regardless, as I do with DTI and the RCMP. Remember, he has bike racks there, but argued against us having a safe place so we can advocate for a crosswalk. Again, the Irving have it. An email was sent to Pierre Plourde after the social media post. I, like many, are gravely concerned, this is what I'm saying, concerned about the safety of the kids crossing and the blind hill coming from Mazarolle direction. You see my frustration. You are working against the Minister of Transportation's guideline to achieve safety. How? I feel like I'm the only grown-up in the bloody room at this point. I got a code of conduct for that? Well, carry on. And again, listen to the end of this information. Social media post criticizing the principal. And again, unfortunately, he's a byproduct of this. Yet, Hanwell Park Academy's principal expressed his opinion against having a trail to the school so we could advocate for the province for a crosswalk. This opinion evidently affected our vote as to why we didn't need a trail. What was the principal's plan to get children there safely? Listen to the points at the end of this conversation. Listen to what we were told the principal was arguing for. The same argument that the CAO said the principal had was the same argument that Councillor Fox had. And I actually don't disagree with Councillor Fox's argument, had I not seen the bike racks there. September 8th is when I posted that, and I saw bike racks at that school. And I just heard about a kid getting hurt. What would you do? And frankly, I believe I was completely respectful to everybody involved. In fact, the only reason we're having these conversations is because I'm defending my reputation. But these Council 3 just thinks that's gone too far. Listen to the points after this. Listen to the deputy mayor, the mayor, and the CAO, who swore, certified true with her signature as a representative of the municipality, that her attestation is true. And if I didn't have a recording, it probably would have been. We have another one coming up. It's going to be about the garbage one. You're going to see how that's going to affect you when it comes to spending $78,000 in Island View and Kingsclear, and you're going to see how it affected you for $800,000. And we're only talking April 17th, but the garbage one is going to be next, and we're going to talk about openness and transparency. Get involved. Reach out to people. Thank you. Watch this.
And we have been told repeatedly that DTI, the Department of Education, the principal, and I believe the RCMP, do not see the value in this trail, and which we've never seen a sketch of, as you pointed out, and we don't know the cost of. and it's so near the 640. The purpose of the stated motion is simply get people safely from Nature Park Drive to the school. There's already a safe trail, and we're hopefully, we just talked tonight about the process of upgrading that trail as it is.
Dollar figure that we receive in road services from the province. For the province to expect Hanwell to pay again for road improvements, be they crosswalks, sidewalks, traffic lights, and any other infrastructure anywhere in Hanwell regarding roads, which in fact we do not own and do not have any control over, is highly unjust. Also, DTI has already corresponded with us that they will not support such a trail along the 640, and the principal of the academy has said he is not in favor. He stated that the trail in existence from Hanwell Place to the academy is more than adequate and safer for the students to use. With this in mind, I cannot support this motion and my vote is nay. Therefore, the motion is defeated. Thank you, Council.
And to give another note on that, I was talking to principal this morning because they've got 2 info sessions here next week for public presentations. So they're going to be going over everything, traffic, all that stuff. But he said that he has a meeting with EECD and DTI in the next, I think he said a week. Anyway, and he said they are going to be talking about the reducing of speed, because he said that when he came out here, he's mentioned to them a couple of times that when he pulls out, he looks in his rearview mirror and then all of a sudden the car is there. So he said they are very aware of the situation on here, and he said, I can almost guarantee, he said, you're going to see something come forward or whatever. We also talked about the trail again, and saying how wet it was today. Anyway, when you guys wanted the trail to go to the school, were the kids just going in that first driveway where the buses is? Because he said to me, he said, it's more of a safety issue. He said, if you want kids to walk there, he said, because then they're scooting in between buses and parents going in and out of those driveways kind of thing. He said also, until we find out if we can get a crosswalk, he said by having the trail here, he's wondering if it would make people wonder if just one second, Councillor Septon, but he did say that because he's getting some emails about the traffic in the schools and everything else, and he said that he thinks that a lot of people kind of also have the idea with the 2.7 kilometers or something from the school that they wouldn't be bused. So he said this is going to be stressed a lot as well. But anyway, he said, I just wanted you to think, have you thought about the kids coming close to the buses and the traffic there? And I said, to be quite honest, I said, I don't think we've ever talked of where that trail was going to end. If it was going to be at the bus